welcome everybody to race 6 of the ACRL season 5, I believe. I never remember. I should at this point. Season 6. Yeah, so welcome to season 6's 6th race at Wakins Glen. Yeah, while I'm loading up the game, because I am taking my sweet time getting everything all ready here, we could look at the standings currently. So currently, well, this is a very good resolution here. Yeah. Let's retry that again. We've got, here we go. Tom's, in first place, I believe that is T. Pirello in game. He is currently leading the championship by, give or take, 22 points, I believe. Yeah. His finishes have been really helping him with this. One first place, a second place, 2 third places, and another. I think that's it. That's essentially all his top 10s and top 10 finishes. So he has 6 races and 2 drops. So all his races that he's been in, at least that are counted, are in third and up. Second place in the championship currently is Schlager. Because this is the 6th race, we will be seeing the next 2 races will essentially be really important for these drivers to clinch the title. Anything can still happen. 22 points is pretty easy to work around with 2 races to go. In third place, quite a bit behind, nearly 100 points off of Pierre, is Pukama Napasi. Very good showing by him. Second place finish and a third place finish. With only 3 starts, being in third place in the championship is pretty strong. Behind we have, I believe it's not Medina. That's one of, I think, Mamulakis, or the other guy that I can't remember his name anymore. I haven't seen them driving the last few races, but they're still in 4th place with 2 first place finishes. So 2 races, 440 points is pretty strong. Medina in 5th place, but after this race, I'm sure he'll clear into the 4th. Quinby 1 point behind. You can't see Quinby, but Quinby in 6th is 1 point behind Medina. And then from there, we've got Schmies, Diamante, Benlop, Nils from there on. Yeah, so while I'm still trying to load in here, let's try to draw the track map of Watkins Glen by memory without...
Green light, go, go, go!
Yeah, there's volume. I'll turn that down for now. Yeah, so track... let's start with... The start-finish straight, I guess. If I remember correctly, I always draw with the back straight with a bus stop here. So let's just work backwards from there, I guess. So there's, I think it kind of goes here like this is the start-finish straight. Then there's a right-hander, and then another right-hander up the hill, and then it goes left, and then it goes right again. There we go. And then there's the back straight, bus stop. It's called inner loop. But, oh, yeah, there we go. The inner loop, as far as I learned today, recently, that's fine. Then we got the outer loop, the loop-de-loop that goes down into the chute. Down, then it's a left-hander downhill still, into the toe, always downhill. And by the apex of this corner, we start going back uphill. And that's the toe. Now we're going down the bottom half of the boot, up the hill, into braking, into the heel, sharp corner, downhill again, where then we go into turn 9, sharp over the left, sharp left-hander over the crest of the hill. Very tricky there, no camber to work with. It's kind of off camber with the way it goes. It's down essentially, and then into turn 10, and then finally turn 11. Really difficult one, and then it's down the main straight. Now this is obviously perfectly to scale. None of this is fucked at all. This is Watkins Glen, everybody. Hooray, America! I don't know how many stripes you get, but you're gonna get a few. There you go. Look at this. Beautiful American flag. Come on. This will be very nice. Paint. Blue. That's too light. That seems more about right. Bing, bang. Whoa, come on. What the hell? Give me a shape. Oh. Heck yeah. Let's do this. We're in Texas, baby. Alright. Beautiful. Anyway, so let's label these corners. So no, not a 1. So turn 1, action zone, big action zone, big wide turn off on the right hand side here. See, I got this. I learned this from watching the F1 pre-race show. Big action zone right here, big braking zone into a right-hander. There's a shit ton of runoff. There's some curbing, but that's should be okay. So yeah, there's a big runoff. There's gonna be a lot of overtaking happening there. Then everything is all set up for the run up the hill. Come on, change the color. For the run up the hill. It'll be turning right. It's flat out right-hander. Comes up to the left and it tightens up at the top of the hill. So this is going to be another action zone. Supreme action. And we're probably going to see a lot of flames. Well, not really, but a lot of sparks and flames going on at the top of the hill here. Very sketchy, tightens up. Everyone's trying to go side by side. So the first lap, we're probably going to see a lot of action happening up in that section there. And it goes down this big main straight. It's going to be a lot of people jostling. And then again, yet another action zone. Big one right here. There's a wall right on this inside clip. So there's not a whole lot of cutting you can do. There's these curbs. I'm not sure how they are in ACC, but the curbs here are pretty deadly. So if anyone drives over those and gets it slightly wrong or taps each other while they're going over the section, big crashes can happen, and it all sucks. There's walls both on the inside here, or the outside I should say, and the inside. Walls everywhere. Gonna be big hurt. The outer loop section, it's pretty good. It's quite wide. There's really only one line through there. Okay, I can bring my mic up. Yeah, that's no problem. It's a pretty big... It's a pretty big section of track. Big camber, so a lot of people... there's going to be a lot of availability to, get some grip. The inside line is kind of the best line for this, but it's not... But if you can get the outside line and stick it through there, get a big bravery... keeping out to the right might help you for setting up the next left-hander for turn 6 down the chute. So let's label these things. There's turn 1, turn 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What? These aren't turns? The hell? Alright, well, I got lied to. This is 5. Who wrote this track map that I'm looking at now? Garbage. Whatever. Turn 6. Boop. And this is 7. 8. 9. Yeah. 10. And then 11. So yeah, anyways, we'll be going down the chute into turn 6. Inside line, best line, outside man, dead man. Going out, and then if you're on the optimal line, you're going to stick to the right-hand side as you come out of this corner. And then you're going to come up here, go to the right-hand side, and again, big camber through this corner, so there's a lot of speed you can carry through here. go up the track. I'm just going to draw this as a reference. And then a big start-finish line. There we go. Very nice. Nice drawing, Phil. Totally accurate. Thank you, Fire Amethyst. I do my best. You know, if it makes you feel any better, I actually have to have my head turned completely left to look at my sim rig monitors because of the whole thing. So it's kind of not even, I can't really see where my cursor is unless I'm drawing. Yeah, so from here we go out of turn 7, the toe of the boot, down the bottom of the boot, another big straight, surprisingly, and it's uphill, so a little bit of draft can help. I don't think the draft is too strong here in ACC, but yeah, if you can get a good run out of turn 7, there's going to be some overtakes again into turn 8. Just turn 7, you can try to set up an overtake, but it's not ideal. But with the big field to spread here, this could be an action zone. Turn 6 shouldn't be much of an issue. Well, that's not discount any action happening there or whatever. Anyways, turn 8, that's a pretty big action zone. There's a bit of runoff on the outside here, which is pretty good. The grass kind of cuts it off right about like here. So people try to get back onto track, and then turn 9, this one I see some issues happening. It is off camber, so the outside line is a bit shitty. There's a wall on the outside. Where's my cursor? There's a wall on the outside here, so you don't want to get pushed out. There's a bit of a curb there, but like you hit the grass, you're gonna go sideways. You're gonna block the track. There's walls both sides here, so a big chance of Austin Powers situation, you know, getting stuck in the middle. Yeah, inside line's kind of the better line, but if you can set up a nice overtake, if you squeeze somebody too much on the inside, then the person who's going through the outside can do a very nice over-under through the left-hander into turn 9, and then get it on the inside for turn 10, because the person who's on the inside of turn 9 is going to try to extend it, to try to extend to the outside on the right, driver's right, to sort of get a little bit of speed back from their compromised entry. So yeah, turn 10 going to be a good, interesting spot. Turn 11 is not it absolutely is not an overtaking spot, but there's going to be some shenanigans with how the pit lane is. The pit lane, it starts in turn 11 and is on the inside. So any drivers who are for some reason listening to this instead of practicing and aren't looking at the Discord and the race director notes, I will say it out loud for all of you. It is, you have to, if you want to go into pits, you stay on the right-hand side, driver's right of that yellow line going into the pits, essentially on turn 11. But yeah, anyways, after turn 11, not much drama that I hope I don't expect anything there. But depending on the exit, again, nice camber, you can rip it right out to the wall. The curb kind of protects you from the wall a little bit. But it's still something to... there's going to be a lot of slingshotting going on through there, down into turn 1, where again, this green zone, like these are acceptable overtaking sections here, not so much there. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this green section, this bit here. Bad overtaking is in the middle of this. Decent overtaking can happen here. Let's do yellow for that. Decent. Good. And then this overtaking through the S's. No, don't do that. That's bad. It's not bad. I know it's not bad, okay? I actually know Wakins Glen pretty good. This is probably one of my better tracks out of the whole bunch. Suzuka being the other one that's I'm pretty good at. Mount Panorama, you know, I didn't do a track map for Laguna. I'm sorry for everyone. Yeah, you know, I'm not always as organized as I am today. And to be completely honest, I'm not organized today. Yes, Max is talking in the chat to tell your friends about the stream. Yeah, tell your friends about the stream. We don't get any, I don't know if we have any ads on here. I don't know if we get paid for any of this, but you know, it's kind of fun. And for those who are watching, actually, the people who are watching now are probably not going to watch the stream again later. I don't know. I know it's not that entertaining. Okay, they'll all be posted up on YouTube at some point. I think it's like YouTube ACRL or something. ACRL official. Let me check. ACRL official. No, can't see it. I don't care. Whatever, that's fine. Qualifying is just starting here, so we'll swap over to that. Once I fix my properties here. Okay. Yes, there we go. Wonderful. Haha, I got it going. Yes, let's return to garage and let's see who's out on track currently. 214 is the number 1 on the road. That's Gorzilik, one of them. And then he's followed very closely behind 216, which is... I don't know all the drivers' numbers today. Where is 216? I'm gonna assume that's Posse. Let's go backwards, find them. There we go. It is Lewis, Rob Lewis. Yeah, there we go. Have fun on the stream and jump back behind the wheel. Yeah, you do that, Pierre. Good luck to you. I know you're not listening anymore. You're probably already on track. But yeah, so looks like it's going to be a pretty interesting race. I haven't looked at the pre-qualifying times. I'll do that right now. Pre-qualifying times for this race. It's going to take me a few moments here. Pre-qualifying times has Max on pole currently, so 44022, and within 0.03 of a second is Schmies in the Porsche. So it looks like Schmies has been putting a bit of practice into this race, which is really good to see. Looks like Porsche again 0.3 away from Schmies, and then so it's really close top 3. Then there's the next cars down 4439, 4449, 446. So it looks like there's a bit of field spread. Pierre not talking the times, but again, it is pre-qualifying, so it might not be completely representative. There's always a little bit of practice that happens later after the pre-qualifying. I don't know if practice from the pre-qualifying. I wouldn't recommend it as it probably shows all your cards, and then B, I don't know if ACC has tire wear, fuel wear usage on it, but that is something to consider. Yeah, so yeah, we're on board with Rob. He's on his first flying lap here. What is like is the first car going to be the first car to set a lap, and he's already screwed his lap up here, so we're going to have to wait for that. We're going to Rob Lewis, who's going to be the first person to set a time. Obviously he's going to put him on provisional pole, which is most likely ideal for him. Pardon the sound of mic banging, probably. I'm just going to extend my mic range here. And yeah, there we go. Lewis is already lost provisional pole to Pirello, who is currently leading the championship. This is perfect for Pirello. He's going to be very happy about that. Putting in first. He's he still has a 10th in there, based off of his pre-qualifying time. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I do not know what the track temperature is like. I don't know any of that information. But I'm assuming because it is evening, it's going to be a little bit warmer than what we'll see in the race. And Pirello goes off track. We have a new Audi, a name that I haven't seen before. Saurula. Welcome to the race. Nice livery. It's not a custom one as far as I'm aware. There we have Petrushka kind of driving in his Kazam, Kachow livery Mercedes in the grass, mowing some of that grass because it seems to be going wrong. See, this track map here, it's blocking the track. Yeah, so we got Salvula on his, I believe it's his first lap here. Down through the heel to turn 9 here. Off camber, this is, it's not a great representation of what it looks like. So we'll go along with go on board with Pirello and watch him do a lap here. Oops. Let's go on there. So down into T1. Late braking right at the Fanatec markers. Over, clip the inside curve. A bit shallow, a bit too wide on entry. A bit closer would be better. You want to maximize that inside camber to get on power. So it goes a little bit wide through turn 2, turn 3, up the hill. There's a slight bit of camber. As you can see, the track kind of, it almost has an effect of narrowing based off of the lines that you have to go through on the speed curve. Into the boot or the inner loop. Late on the brakes, over the curbs, just minimizing the amount of track that you're essentially having to drive on by just jumping those curbs. Through the outer loop, big camber, getting off of the gas a little bit to kind of get the rotation in. Alright, down through the chute into turn 6, way out wide, a little too wide, and he's going to lose that lap again. And that's a shame. And a little bit of commentator's curse there. So into the toe, turn 7, up the hill, and he's going to let the car by. Salvula, very good showing from him, P6 currently. Right behind Ingham, who's known to be a pretty quick driver, especially in the Porsche. And Porsche does seem to be strong here. Again, Schmiesen behind Ingham and P3. Let's go on board with Schmiesen. Yes, we've gone through the heel, down through the hill, up into turn 9. It's going to carry it wide. There's a little bit of camber on this track, which is pretty interesting to see. I always thought it was kind of flat. Down to turn 10. It's going to carry the speed, get off the throttle a little bit into turn 11 here. Brakes, gets the car turned in, and extends it all the way out to the wide, onto the curve there, down the main street. He's not going to improve on that lap. He is 4th currently. Ingham has gone faster in front to set a faster lap time. Let's go see. We got Passy in P13. Currently not showing the pace that he probably is able to do. Maybe the McLaren isn't too strong here. That could be the case. Coming up through turn 2 and then into turn 3. Max, yep, very good showing from him. He's about 2/10 down from his fastest lap from pre-qualifying. Again, it could be a temperature issue or it could be conditions, who knows. But yeah, hasn't really improved that much. He's still behind Pirello, which isn't going to be great for his championship. I don't know where Max is in the championship. He's a bit off, I think. He's a bit further off the championship lead. But any win is a win, so he'll be wanting that. He's had some bad luck. Oh, big slide through the chute. He's going to have to abort that lap after that. Yeah, he has had some bad luck. He had a disconnection, which led to Pierre's first win. He was stuck, I think. He was at Indianapolis. I don't know if he was at the... Well, and he was at Laguna Seca, and Laguna Seca had its own issues where he got spun early on. Or he spun. I think he got spun, or I can't remember exactly. But he had a spin early on in the race, and then had to fight his way back. And unfortunately, his rage-induced driving, he made a few mistakes to kind of lose out. Lewis hasn't really found his groove either. P12. Lewis he's had some really great performances. P5. And, he's had some strong showings and good pace. But again, he's only going P11 currently. I think he has more in him, but maybe the car isn't just set up properly. At least his setup isn't good. Already 1/10 up in the first corner though, so there's probably a lot that he's leaving on track. We'll go on board with him to watch the lap again. GoPro angle here. Gonna see how the wheels look like, or how the wheel looks like when it's going through the corner. Nice and smooth, very gentle through here. This is going to be sending it too hard over the curbs or anything like that. Sets up a nice entry into the outer loop. Grab a bit of speed, unfortunately, through there. Not the greatest middle section of that corner. Still 1/10 up into the toe. Up the hill. There we go. There's 2/10 up. He's gonna need to find another a whole second, essentially, to make his way up to the top. It's going to be a big ask, especially at this point of the track. It's already improving, so 3/10 up, that's not too bad. It puts him into the 44.9 currently. And he's going to, unfortunately, doesn't particularly make it. Doesn't do a great G9 there. D10, lead off the throttle a little too much, go wide. There we go. Now he's going to try to set up the exit here. Wall right beside driver, and just improves by a 10th. Unfortunately, not enough. We're gonna keep him in P11, unfortunately. Leopard in the Honda NSX P8. Pretty good showing there. Let's chat popping up and showing some expletives. Sorry for those who don't like that. Get bent. We're an open book here. We're not gonna hide anything from each other. So we got about 7-8 minutes left in qualifying here. Let's go to the timing sheet here and look at the lap times. I know we've got some drama going on here. Oh, good. The drivers know that they can't reset. Resetting will mean that they forfeit their race or forfeit their qualifying, so they're going to have to wait for a gap and try to spin the car around, which is not particularly great. Once Lewis passes here, this is the perfect time for both of them to do, like I said, an Austin Powers, who crushed the rear bumper there. And here's a little bit more space. Working real hard to try to get that car turned around. Luckily, they're both on the inside of the corner, so they're not going to cause any issues. Do a very good job. They're gonna come back into pits there. Yeah, stay on that right-hand side of the pit line very nicely into pits. Oh, it was good fun. There's Maddox Bernard in the only Bentley, taking it around track. Struggling with a bit of rear grip there. Taking the inside clip nicely there. Go, Weisner. That's a nice entry into the corner, right on the clip. Bit too in, I think. Where you want it, there's like a kind of a step down of the curve there. You kind of want to be right on that to maximize it, but cutting it a little bit more is probably more preferential than washing out wide. Weisner, best lap of 152. That's not a great particular time at all, but definitely improving on this. Going a little wide in the entry, but seems to be working out for him. Slingshot out down the chute, getting past Mex, who's currently in P1. Well done to Mex. Eisner keeping it tight through it, extending out a little bit wide, a little too early, but still improving on his time. Down into the toe. Could keep it a little tighter, but that's alright. Out wide. You can use a little bit more track if you'd like. That's alright. You don't have to, but it is advised. There's that livery shining in that sunset light. Nice livery. That's good reflections there. Yeah, keeping it wide through there. Nice. Use the track. Wide in. Oh, didn't really get the entirety of the apex put together, but that's alright. It's 5 seconds up on his lap. It's good showing. Very nicely. Clip the inside apex right onto the curb. Out wide. Yeah. In. Oh, it's pretty tight. It's good enough. Out to the wall, down to the main straight. Again, he gets 6 seconds up on his time. There we go, 146.5. That puts him up into P27. Well done. Lorenzetti having a qualifying ban for his unfortunate re-entry at the last race. Mex put a 43.987 on the board. Yeah, wow. Well done, buddy. Very well done for him to put that kind of lap time. That's way higher than the pre-qualifying time. So good job. Let's go and look at timetable to see where we're at. Pirello, did he put a 44.025? So he's only 0.04 of a second behind. Pirello probably really wants the championship. That's a great championship to get. You can see. Ingen 3/10 behind. Schmies 3/10. Korslik 4/10. Salva identical time. 44.402 for fifth. So fifth and sixth separated by nothing. They're like not that I can see. Ben Lupp currently 7th, Lepinen in that Honda NSX up in P8. Schlager, dismal P9 for him. That's unfortunate to see. Schlager borderline won the race, I think, last race. Did he win 2 races now? I think he's won 2 races. He didn't win last race, did he? No. Who won Laguna? Did Schlager win Laguna? Did Pirello? Who won Laguna? Ah, Pirello won Laguna. Yeah. Right. I think Schlager had a spin or something. That's unfortunate. Right, I completely forgot. I thought he won Laguna. That's right. We're on board. We're watching Nils from above here. Going through turn 2. Or, sorry, turn 3. Get out of the back straight. Brakes on. Gonna avoid that inside curb. Keeping it wide, a little wide through that last curb there, through bus stop. Down the outer loop. Not really improving on his time this lap. 46.59. Let's go and look at the times again. Let's see. What is the gap still looking like? So it looks like, oh, there we go. Mex he's disconnected, I believe. Mex is currently first. If he reconnects, I assume he had to he disconnected for some reason. Mex first, Pirello second, Korslik third. It's kind of confusing. Don't worry about it. But yeah, looking like Young and to Salvula should be a pretty tight race. 1/10 in between them. Then from there, yeah, there we go. There's Mex is back. Finally, they're back. And some really close times between Passi and Peter Robinson. Robinson finally back in the driving seat. Lucky for him, unlucky for him. Well, his ankle's feeling better, but I heard he has a bit of a viral infection currently, so he'll be. Hopefully, he can put it together and keep it together for an hour and a half race, or an hour and 15 minutes, I believe it is. Qualifying, 3 seconds left. It's really looking like it's going to be the way it is. Let's go and see on board. Nils going through the. Let's try to skip back and see who's finishing this lap here. We've got Dorniden coming down the main straight here. And that's going to put him into P20. Wrong way on the keyboard. Shit. Come on. There's a yellow flag. There's 2 yellow flags. So 106. Weisner P29 making time on this thing. Lepinen, big increase on his lap time there. Schlager also doing very good to improve his lap times here. So let's see what's going on here. Lepinen 7/10 up on his lap time. He's going to cross the line. That is a 43.8 P1 for Lepinen. Holy shit, well done. And I missed Schlager. Holy crap. Lepinen putting that Honda on P1, buddy. Kudos to you. Thumbs up. I'm too excited to see a Honda on P1. Lepinen P1, Max 2, Pirello 3, Gorzelik 4. Schlager has put himself up to P7. It's a good showing from him, but he's half a second off of Kimo. 1/10 separating Kimo from everybody else, and then from there, just 0.03 of a second. Incredible. Wow. Whoo-wee. That's incredible to see. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm overly excited now. I'm really interested to see how this works out. I'm going to go take a quick break here. Give me 4 minutes to kind of wet my throat, get some water, get another beverage, all that stuff. Everyone else, all the drivers, everyone go. You should go to the bathroom as well. Don't forget how to do all those things. And I will see you momentarily.
30 seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds.
Alright, I hope everything's okay. I am back just from time for the formation lap here. Yeah, so we're having an interesting race in front of us here. Let's go into... Let's make sure that... coming through a bus stop. I guess they don't label the turns because of the turns, because there is the layout where you just go straight, essentially. So they probably just don't label the turn for that reason, I assume. Whatever. Little kink, that's the way it goes. With the whole grid up here, while driving through. This table up. So yeah, Kimo Lepinin P1, Max P2, Pro 3, Gorzulik 4, Inyan 5, Schmid 6, Schlager 7. So that Porsche pretty again. They are all great drivers. These four drivers, but again, the Porsche is showing that it is a pretty competitive kart. This is the first time I've seen it at Honda up in the top. Schmid's last season did very well, with especially the Honda that was not particularly equipped for. The BOP wasn't particularly great for it. Drivers all snaking through the chute now, down through. It's nice, kind of this dark thing. You know, you can't really see the bad graphics and all that. Anyway, so Schlager in P7, Salvula in his first race here at P8, Benlop P9, Branner P10, Lewis in P11, Quimby 12, Hassi. While he has had two podium finishes, he's starting in P13 this race, so maybe he's just... I know Passi's better on the race pace. It doesn't look great for his qualifying today. Robinson in the other McLaren, P14, the other Gorzulik brother, P15. Not a great showing from him, unfortunately. Usually those two are within a couple of tenths from each other, but it looks like Watkins has kind of split the group a bit. And then we'll quickly go Materios, Passi Alui, Langarak P19, Dorniden his first race in P20, and then the rest, well, you qualify better, and I'll talk about you. So, we'll go broadcasting right here, getting ready for the start of the race. The virtual safety car is in, the helicopter rotors are spinning, and we're coming down into T11 onto the penultimate, and the drivers are going to start getting ready for the start of the race. The track goes down, so we'll see how it all starts off here. And they're going to come up to the line, and they're going to get going right on the line.
Give it all you can.
There you go. There they're off. And it's a pretty good start from all of them. Oh shit, no. And Lepinin stays first through the first corner. There we go, we've already got contact, huge crash going on. Someone's not holding their brakes, and there we go, there's just a big shit show. And, oh my goodness, yeah, there's, I think that was, some people getting frustrated. There's a lot of cars on track. Let's go up to here and let's see what's going on in the front of the grid here. Leppinen straight out in front. Gorzelik. Oh, 2 through. Oh no, there's that crash again. There's that second action zone. Oh my goodness. Hopefully nobody gets on track in front of each other. We're gonna go through and it's all pretty okay. Let's quickly look. Nothing else happening. No, it all seems like it's pretty fleshed out okay. There you go. There's into the toe T7. Another overtaking opportunities. Everyone's kind of line of stern though. They got all their aggression out in T1. It looks like, so they're going to start going filtering through. I think that's it. And there we go. We go back to Thomas Pirello, who's getting passed by Mex, I believe that is. Mex kind of got lost out there. He did start P3, and so he's lost out of space to Gorzelik and Pirello is battling with him. But Mex keeps in front. Pirello losing a position into P4. So Gorzelik has made some headway. So at some point he has passed a few people into P2. And now Leppinen just needs to clear, and the rest of them are going to be falling behind. Let's move back and see what's going on here. Schmies trying to look on the inside there, but unfortunately Ben Loff has made a lot of positions up into P6. There's Lewis up into P8, so there's been a crash with the couple of the top drivers. So Louis is going to make an overtake here. He's boxing in behind Medeiros in that Ferrari. It's going to go too wide down into... Oh no, Louis got to go inside, check up. Everyone's all checking up, and that's going to lose them some time. But not too bad. All right through there. There's Malinin, Asani, Langerak, P17. Strumpf, Schlager, big... Oh no, Schlager's had an issue at some point. Now he's down into P19. That's going to be frustrating for him. We got Paul Thompson, P21. Marek, Hugh down into P25. Florian, P26. Seuss, Baggins, Praner, Cabrera, Lorenzetti, Lutzma, Eric Gurko, Eisner all the way down to P34, Van Mills, and Kerbal already in pits. Yannick Schroeder also in pits. Leppinen under pressure now from Gorzelik. He hasn't gained the lead as much as he wants to, with Gorzelik kind of going wide there and dropping back a little bit. He just needs to keep it nice and cool. You know, if he forces everyone else to make mistakes around him, it should be alright. I've seen that Mex has spun out somewhere. I do not see him anywhere behind. There he is, down to P7. Tejas, it's bad luck. He's lost out the P2. He's now into P7. He's just not having a good race. He's making some mistakes. He's not happy with the car and its race format. It's kind of hard to tell. And we have a momentarily yellow there. Matthias Gorzelik up into P10. It's pretty good. Bus stop. Getting a little. Battling with Paul Thompson up in front. Let's skip up ahead to see what's going on in the battle. Looks like a little bit of a gap has opened up between the two of them. We'll see where Marcus is faster. It's a little bit tidier through there. This corner is probably pretty well suited for mid-engine cars, not so much for rear-engine Porsche. So Gorzik as the current fastest lap. Last lap was his fastest lap in the race. I don't know how the NSX is for top speed. Looks like he's doing okay. Schmie's up into P6 after Max's bit of a spin. Putting the pressure. Is that Gorzik? That's the other Gorzik. No, that's Ingen, sorry. They all have the same number. Schmie's looking up on the inside. Doesn't have the overlap, but he's going to go deep on the brakes. Both giving each other a bit of room. Lop kind of going wide there, unfortunately. No contact, so it is all fair. Schmie's up into P5 down. He's going to start putting the pressure on Ingen here. Porsche on Porsche. Terrible exit there. Schmie's kind of wiggling around back there, a little bit of, hey, hurry up, I want to either get going or I'm going to pass you. Down to the T3 here, up the hill now, into the back straight. Schmie's good run, very good run, you can see him gaining. Will an overtake happen? There we go, there's Schmie's going to the outside man, dead man. Going to try an attempt there. Put a little bit of pressure on Ingen. Schmie's going to back off smartly. He knows that there's more heartbreak than benefit. They've already dropped quite a bit back from the leaders. Gorzik now into P3. He's made a bit of a mistake somewhere. Pirello B2, half a second behind Lepper and just driving well. Pirello, wow, really good middle section of that T7. They got a slingshot up to the second straight into T8 here, into the heel. Those Porsches are really deep on the brakes, but it's not particularly helping them out too well. Oh, and there we go. There's Schmie's and Ingen fighting. Schmie's pushing to the outside through T9, but it's not an overtaking spot on the outside of T9. Inside for sure, but outside not until the exit. Schmie's, he's got the bit in between his teeth. He's hunting for it. It's squirrely on exit there, so he isn't going to get a nice run. He's going to have to try again down the back straight. We can set up this next corner here nicely. Yeah, and that's a great exit from Schmie's. To set up the exit properly, to set up the overtake on the straight, you have to give a little bit of gap into that T1 and really nail it. Otherwise, you just won't have enough speed to make an overtake. You have to be essentially like a little bit ahead by the braking zone here for it to matter. And again, up on the inside makes a mistake, and that's going to push him and Ben Lop back away from Ingen. Ingen's going to have a bit of a breather through there, and everyone's having to check up. Max now onto this hunt for Ben Lop. Max does have a bit of pace advantage over Lop here, but it's just not enough. And Lewis is just trailing behind. See what he can pick up from the scraps. He's up for P11, so it's a good showing from him so far. Gorzik winning his own train. He's up into P9. Salvula in P10, Quinby P11, Dirios and Aoui behind, fighting Robinson by himself. Already starting to drop back from Aoui in front. Malin and Sani fighting for P15 here. Sani has a bit of straight line speed in that BMW, as I'm aware. Oh, apparently the McLaren is faster then. Down through the heel. Rossi has a bit of a moment. It's gonna give Pisani a bit of a little bit more time to work with. Off behind, Langaraki 18, Meisner already lapped, P33, Dorniden P19, Schlager P20. He's got some issue or something. He's down P20. It's not a. It was P19 last I checked, so I don't know what's going on. Schlager's just not having a good race, unfortunately. Thompson P21, Bernard 22, Petrushka 23, Messenger up 24 from last time I saw him in 25. Florian P25, Baggins 6, Burko 7, Lorenzetti 28, Butzma 29, Seuss 30, Cabrera, Deacon, Schroeder, and Kerbal. And again, there's Kerbal, or Lepinen and Pirello. Pirello putting the pressure on Lepinen. Not letting him away. Look to the outside, get an over-under up here. Lepinen knows that if he holds that inside, Pirello can't make a good run down this section here. And they're both slowed up, so Gorza looking to put the pressure on Pirello now. So close together that in some sections you can't even see the car ahead. It's really deep on the brakes. Good on the brakes, but I don't know if it's helping him. Setting up a good exit. Nice Pirello pushing Lepinen up the hill. Lepinen going on the inside, going on the defensive. Pirello outside. He knows that he can't make the overtake here, so he's going to try to get an overspeed, probably in through the outer loop here. But he's backed off a bit, and Gorslik's going to put the pressure on him. This is just not working for Pirello. Pirello, no, like, Gorslik can hang back just a moment. Let Pirello put the pressure on Lepinen. Lepinen's kind of, he's the one setting the pace. The only thing, you know, that being said, if Gorslik if Pirello actually has the pace advantage, Pirello does have that race pace. Lepinen's currently holding them up a bit. If Gorslik can get past, then yeah, I don't know. I don't know who the title is still on Laguna. Damn it! I knew I forgot something. Watkins, Glen. Haha! Retcon. Watkins, Glen, upstate, New York. Done. There we go. Thank you for the heads up. I didn't even know. Doesn't really matter. Who cares? This is a shit cast. But yeah, it looks like Schroeder's got a stop-go penalty of 30 seconds. Not sure why. Maybe he did a big cut or something and didn't give up time or whatever. But the three cars up ahead are spaced out a little bit, finally, for the first thing. So everyone's got a bit of a breather, relax a bit. Schmee's up into P4, passing me at some point there. Benlaw P6, next P7, Lewis. We've got Salvula and Robinson, Salvula and Robinson. See if there's any overtaking going on here. Again, inside kind of gets it, and oh no, gets it all wrong through that corner. He's going to lose a lot of time there. Puts Palinin up to P14, Trump into P15. And there's Messenger putting the pressure on Petrushka now. V8 on V8. Grumble. Petrushka's gonna have to go on the defensive. Taking the inside line there, and there's a blue flags? No, that's Ali getting out of the way of Thompson. Out of the way of everybody. Does he have a problem, or? Yeah, it looks. Oh yeah, he's crashed. He's down on long speed. That's unfortunate for Messenger. He had the plates were flickering there. Messenger lost out on that. It's lost a second. Oh, Petrushka spun up ahead, clipped the curve, and now he's got himself into some trouble here. He gets back onto track without much issue. That's unfortunate. He's going to try to come into pits, but it's a little too early to serve a pit. Schroeder's got to serve a stop-go. Let's go up the front to see if anything's happening up here. And yep, there's Pirello again on the back of Lepinen holding on that defensive very, very well. He hasn't made any grave mistakes from what I've been able to see. It's just holding on quite well. Just keeping it tidy, not going too fast, not going too slow. The gap between the group behind is starting to shrink. Schmid's now only 3.6 seconds behind him, and holding that 5-second margin to the guys ahead. There's Pirello, great mid-section of that corner, but it's going to screw it up, and that gives Korslik the opportunity to make an overtake attempt. Pirello getting up to speed pretty well. Korslik deep onto the rubber, and he's going to lose out that overtaking opportunity. That's not the last we see of that. Pirello kind of getting a little squirrely through that middle of the toe there. Not particularly great for his challenge for P1. Lepinen's going to have a little bit of a breather, relax, cool the tires down, get it back into the groove. He cleared everybody like a whole tenth from what we were seeing from the top guys. They were within hundreds of each other, but a tenth. It's a pretty good gap for over a lap. Back and see what's going on here. Max losing time to look up ahead. I don't know. Maybe he has some damage on the car. Yeah, he's got front splitter damage. And Lewis gets in front of him. Nice overtake there. Max crashed into something. That hood's not looking great. So the V8 looks like it's on. Doesn't exist. And that's Lewis up into P7 now. That front three again and see what's going on. Yeah, they're keeping together again. 1, 2, 3, within 1 second of each other. Within half a second of each other, actually. And Korslik has a nice entry into the T9. Particularly great exits, but the entry was alright. Onto the main straight. Decent exit. Back straight. He's gonna look to the inside. It's just not enough speed to get beside. And knows that. Isn't going to make any fancy moves. He's just going to drive as well. He's really getting frustrated in the back of that car. He's trying to find a way past, but nothing is just not letting him pass. Nothing and up on the inside. I'm gonna go and take a nice entry into the corner. Try to get a bit of speed into there. Maybe he can make an attempt. No, just not enough speed. Korslik weaving left and right. trying to get Pirello to, make a mistake somewhere, so Kozlik can kind of try to make the attempt. And Schmies has popped up in the mirror. Even Ingian, 1 second behind Pirello now. 1 second is gained an advantage on Pirello. So it's good to see. Leaders are defending very, very hard, and they're slowing themselves down from the group. This might be the closest. This is the closest battle for P1 in this season. So far, Glen has shown us really good pace. And it's only going to get darker here, so it'll be interesting to see if that impacts the drivers at all. All setting lap times. Schmies setting nearly 7/10 a second per lap, and Pirello goes a bit wide through there. Yeah, there you go. Schmies within the draft now. He's going to very easily catch the rest of them. GT3. Pirello drop back a little bit from that wide exit. Kozlik might have an attempt here. Just doesn't have enough speed in that Porsche. Deep on the brakes. Other than keeping it nice and tidy through there, not making any rash decisions, not trying to gap the field. He knows that he's got a good defensive going on here. Pirello hasn't been able to make a good overtake at times. He knows that Kozlik up on the inside. He's going to stick it side by side onto the exit of T6 there, down into the boot section. Yeah, Pirello on the inside. He has the inside. And unfortunately, that's not going to work out for Kozlik too well. He doesn't get a good run out of the exit. That might give Schmies an opportunity to make an overtake. Never mind. Schmies is going to back off a little bit.
Pit window is open.
There's the pit window. So we'll see if anyone comes in early. These four might want to just keep it together and try to gap the rest of the field. And no one wants to come in too early against truck behind traffic. That would be probably the worst thing. They haven't been able to gap the field too well. Well, that being said, if the field hasn't gapped too much, I don't know what the lap would take about a minute to do the thing. Looking at the track map, you might be able to find a gap if you come into pits, and already someone's coming to pits. I believe that is none of the front crew I think has gone into pits now. That's all we care about. 1, 2, 3, 4 within 1 second of each other. This is great fun. Ingian 4 seconds behind. Still maintaining that pace gap. Ben Lop second behind Ingian, but we're just going to keep watching this battle up in front. Pirello not going to make an overtake attempt on this back straight. They're just going to keep in check. Quickly jump back here and see if there's anything else going on. I don't believe there's much. No, definitely not. So we're just going to keep with this front group because the top four is this battle for the first lead is great. Lepinen setting the fastest lap so far at 44.85. Second down from his qualifying lap. Great driving so far from him. Very consistent on that defensive. He hasn't done any shaky moves or anything like that, so no one can be really too upset with him on his defense there. He's definitely been pretty smart in trying to almost back them up into each other. There's nothing like no better defense than someone else taking an offense on the driver that you're defending from. No better defense than the guy either behind the driver or in front of the driver. So that's good. Nice and tidy through T11. Coming back up into lap traffic here. There's Kerbal up in the front. All setting lap times within 1/10 of each other. No one's sneaking the measure of each other. Except the technical cars are pretty well balanced. Honda, BMW, Porsche. Down the main straight, or the back straight. Lepinen's not really fast through there. It's not helping him out too much. He does have a good defensive section here. He's going to come off to the left-hand side to cut off Pirello. Pirello now on the outside. May not get the run that he's wanting. There's a bit of overlap, not great, but there's Pirello making on the inside move. That's going to push Leppinen wide. Unfortunately, Gorslik is going to take the advantage of that. Leppinen is going to take the outside for this exit. He's got a run. He's got a major run, and he takes his position back. Big gap. Pirello's had a little bit of off, unable to get the power down. Schmee's going up on the outside of Gorslik. They're going side by side into T8. Jesus Christ. Going to T8, and then again, oh, there's a bit of a bump between Gorslik and Schmee's. They're touching and kissing those Porsches together. That's probably not the best thing to do to keep up with the lead, but Schmee's smells a podium here. I think this will be his first podium in ACRL, and he wants it. I know he does. Gorslik, under pressure from Schmee's. Porsche on Porsche is not particularly great. Schmee's just looking up on the inside here. He's going to send it. Gets it inside line a bit. Side by side. He's going to back off a little bit, and they're going to go up the hill. I don't think he's got enough speed to make an overtake attempt. For the next one. Up ahead, we've got Pirello. Guimau taking the inside line. Not going to let him through. Pirello's going to have to back off. Schmee's and Gorslik side by side. Gorslik taking the inside line to defend. And Schmee's going to have to back out. Side man, dead man, as the wise man once said. And now they're catching up to Cabrera up ahead. Cabrera going to the outside. Braking nice and early. Not impeding the drivers too much. Oh, Gorslik kind of getting a little shifty on entry. Schmee's is going to have to back out a little bit to avoid Cabrera. Not doing anything wrong. It's just unfortunate that where they got caught. Guimau's just getting a nice solid exit out of that corner now. It's a very good balance on that Honda from the looks of it. Pirello getting again squirrely on exit. That rear end of that BMW is just not helping him out. Gorslik is able to catch up on him. Guimau's holding them back. He definitely is holding them back, and that's advantageous to Guimau. He can't gap them, hold them up. There's no reason to put too much stress on your tires, and he's keeping it safe through the inner loop with the bus stop there, so he's not going to crash. Just make sure that you do a really nice defensive. Don't get don't go too slow, but you can hold them up a bit. That using the other drivers behind can be beneficial to him. And Schmee's has made it past. I think that's Gorslik who's gone into pits. Yeah, Gorslik in pits. He's going to take a middle of the race pit stop there. That's right on the middle of the race. Max making it past Cabrera. He is in P7. Technically P8. Because Gorslik is in pits. Lewis P6. Capping Max. Max, no race pace. Good qualifying pace, but absolutely no race pace, unfortunately. It's unfortunate to see. Max is a really good driver. Love putting the pressure on Ingyan. Ingyan, 3 seconds behind Schmee, 5 seconds behind Guimau. He's doing a really good job putting in some consistent laps. So 46-1 on that last lap. Schmee's had a bit of a mistake somewhere. Probably he got caught up behind Gorslik as Gorslik went into pits, so Schmee's probably had to back off to account for that, as Gorslik was up ahead. Just the way that the corner works, if the driver is going into pits, they're on the apex, so whoever is trying to pass them, they're going to have to back off a bit. Pirello, half a second behind Guimau. Guimau nice and tidy through there. Pirello kind of getting a little. Maybe the tires are starting to go off a bit. He's been working the tires a bit hard or something. Maybe the balance of the car isn't particularly there, and therefore your tires are starting to cook. Maybe I'd probably see him come into pits. I would expect him to come into pits pretty soon here. But he's the driver. He knows where he wants. There's a little bit of a battle going on behind with Mugen and Ben Locke. Ingyan. Well, unfortunately not having a great exit. He's going to back off there. starting a gap to appear between Chemo and Pirello. Pirello probably backing off to gain composure. Bring back some tire maybe. I don't know. He's doing currently one of his faster laps. Benlop's catching up a bit. Every middle of the corners, he kind of backs off a bit, and then maybe isn't running that much wing, so he's a lot quicker in the straights. Schlager has come into pits. He is now P23. It's getting a blue flag from Grosick behind, but I'm sure Schlager can drive away. He is currently lapping half a tenth faster than Grosick behind. Half a tenth faster. Going to be behind at P10, or P9. Dario's P10. We'll go through the grid and check what's going on here. Hugh, P14. Bernard Kerbal, who has come into pits and probably got a pit speeding penalty, has a stop and go at 30. Unfortunately for him, that would be 31. There's Zeus. Grco, Thompson. Oh no! Gorzelik has a penalty. Oh, does he have a pit entry penalty or something? Oh, that's unfortunate. We'll have to see what goes on with that. That's... Oh, that's so frustrating to see, especially for me. You know, I wanted a 4-car battle for P1, and oh, he's got it cleared. He cleared away. That's very strange. I didn't expect any of that. Let's go and find our leaders here, and we've got ourselves a spin. Zeus off. He's making his way back, and there we go. There's Lepnin and Pirello again. Half a second between them. Schmid's starting to back off. 2 seconds behind. Yeah, and you can just see, like, on that exit, Pirello is getting, he's just a bit of oversteer on power. Oh, Chemo makes a mistake! Oh no! Oh no, that's very unfortunate. Is there any damage on that front of that Honda? Doesn't look like it, but it'd be now time for him to go into pits. No, he's not going to. He's going to keep going. That's so unfortunate. P6 after leading more than half the race, setting the fastest race time, qualifying P1 and P6. I'm so sorry, Chemo. I'm just gonna give Pirello the lead here. Schmid's able to catch up with that. The Pirello had to back off to avoid Chemo there. Schmid's now able to make a bit of time up on Pirello, but Pirello does have a bit of pace advantage, I think. I said that, but Schmid's is now 1/10 closer. There goes Schmid's into pits. He's going to be able to drive away without much issue. Now, no pressure on him. Comes into pits. We'll send to P5 now. Chemo into pits. So sorry to see that, buddy. Next P4 now. Before pit stop. Got Grizzly behind him. There's not much going on in terms of fights now. Things are quieted down. Hugh coming out of pits now. P20. I don't know what you're trying to say. I think you just serve your penalty. She's out of pits now. And yeah, another pits. Let's go see if Pirello comes into pits now. Yep, that's a pit entry. Nice and tidy through there. Sticking to the inside. Ooh, gets out a little bit. I don't know if that's a pit entry. That might be unsafe. Unsafe entry or something like that. That might be a penalty. I'm not exactly sure if it's a penalty. So, she's going fine. It's going fine. Jeez.
We are halfway through, not over yet.
We're now halfway through the race. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if he gets the position back. Pirello still in pits. It's Pirello coming out of pits. Schmies is a few seconds behind. Yeah, that worked out for Pirello. Pirello did get a pace advantage. He's got fresher tires now. Yeah, that worked out for Tom. That's if he doesn't make any mistakes here, he can probably take the win. Can't quite tell how far England is ahead. 10 seconds or something like that. So 4 seconds in front. So let's see if Chemo can pull back some time. England, I think, was in P4. P4 or 5. So we might be able to make his way up into the top 5. Yeah, because he was P6 after the spin. Luckily for him, one of those podium drivers also had an issue with the stop-go penalty. It's probably speeding in pits, considering that Pirello didn't get a penalty for crossing that yellow line. We kind of in the way, not particularly great. Levin's gonna make it pass. I think Levin's gonna set a fastest lap here. There you go. It's not his fastest lap. Sorry. And there's the other Borzulik. side by side. Lebanon has a bit of extra speed there, so he's going to keep in front of Gorza. I think after all that, they're all out of the pits now. Lebanon P6, from Lewis P5, Gorza P7. Start sending it through here. He needs to make up that time. He wants to be in that top 5. Lewis is just in front of him. You can see him. Lewis, 2 seconds in front of him, 1.5 seconds in front of him. It's Indian. It's all going to be trying to push on each other here. Indian last lap 46.7. Lewis just came out of pits. He, I guess, is. I think going long seems to be a little bit better for a lot of the drivers. Starting to gap with Lewis a little bit here. But we'll see what the next lap is like here. Once Lewis crosses the line, we'll have a better idea of how things are shaping out. Ben Lupp up into P3, nice and consistent. Didn't do any mistakes. It's a good way to do it. All up and in going real wide through T10 there. Didn't make any big dramas, but that's going to hold him back up towards Gorzelik. Gorzelik now only about half a second behind. Alright, there we go. Lewis, again, not a great lap. Again, I think he had just come out of... Maybe he had just come out of pits. This is that last lap was his out lap. Yeah, that would have been his out lap then. The previous lap was his out lap. So that was his lap. That was his out lap. He's now going to be making inroads here. Half a second, 1.5 seconds, 1.5 seconds. Yeah, this is kind of where we're going to be watching the fun. Shmee's already dropped about 4 seconds back of Pirello. He isn't making any inroads on Pirello. Pirello doing 45.25 last lap, with Shmee's doing 45.8. And then Lupp is on his full lap now, P3. 46.3. Also just out on his out laps. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on. Alvi's not really getting out of the way. Alvi. Why did I say Alvi? He's not even anywhere here. Gurko. Gorzelik. It's Matthias. I wish they were broadcasting. Yeah, Matthias. There we go. Let's put that there. They're just kind of holding station. Lebanon making a little bit of time up onto Lewis. Lewis 46.1, Indian 46.6, and Lebanon 45.6. So he's gapping towards Indian 1 second a lap faster. He can definitely make it up into P4 with his current speed, but I don't think he's going to be making any inroads on the guys ahead. Ben Lupp doing 45.2. Shmee's 45 and Ferrero 44.8. That's it's gonna be tough. There's no way. Pirello's currently setting the fastest times. I don't think. Again, if he doesn't make any mistakes, this is his race. 30 minutes to go. The hardest part has passed. Pit stops are all done. It's all about just getting that rhythm in, pumping in a lap, keeping it nice and tight. Shmee's. He's gonna have to pick up the pace if he really wants it. He's up 9/10 this lap. Whoa! And there's that was real sketch. 44.8. It's not good enough to making any improvements. 45.7. Indian We got 45.9, 45.7, and a 46.2. So Leppinen quite in speed. Goes with Sam out of pits. It's going to give a bit of a draft for Leppinen. He's not going to. I don't think he's going to be causing any issues. Leppinen made a mistake somewhere there. He lost nearly a second that lap. Flashing. Hey, Bootsma, please don't hold me up. That's always sketchy, catching someone who's very slow from there. He managed it pretty well. Lewis now, oh man, there's Cabrera up on the inside in the grass. Lewis now putting the pressure outside into the toe. Over and under, but it may have worked pretty good. Lewis getting nice exit out of there, and then having to enough fall, not enough grip maybe. Side by side, Lewis to the outside, into the heel. Gets a nice run up here. You can probably push to the inside. There's a bit of a look, but not. It's going to respectfully lean out of that section. Right behind him, and then having to go on the defensive is going to push them back towards Leppinen. Leppinen is looking at this he's licking his lips. He knows he's faster than both of them. He can get past them. He's been racing with them pretty much the whole race. This is working out for Leppinen, but Leppinen catching is one thing, Leppinen passing is another. We'll see if it can work out. Borzik's going to be looking at that. There's Raf Pereira saying something in chat. Please, for those watching, don't chat in the middle of the race. Pretty distracting. Oh, there's Rob. He's got a huge speed down the main straight. See, that was a good exit. He got a great exit. Now he's on the outside. He's going to make the attack here. Nope. He's going to have to bleed out of it. That's utterly unfortunate. He had great speed through there. He got side by side, pretty much right out of T3 there, onto the main straight, but wasn't able to make the attempt. Stick. He's going to have to set up another overtake attempt. He's supposed to look in the back of that shot. Holding back a bit. He hasn't made his any attempts yet. I don't know if it's because he hasn't been able to catch, or if he's just kind of, you know, waiting, biding his time for an opportunity. There's still 26 minutes left in the race. Wakins doesn't have the pace to catch P3, but P4 on the boards would be still a good showing. Borzlik, shot there. Oh no! Leppinen, no, buddy. Oh man. Oh, that's heartbreaking. It truly is heartbreaking. Lewis isn't too afraid to put the pressure on. He's got some space between him and Borzlik. You can smell that P4 on the cards now. Jesus. Please don't. See if we can see any damage on the Wakins car. Looks like he was able to escape with minimal ground damage. Well, I say that, but it's going quite slow. Oh yeah, there we go. Hood's not looking too good. It's gonna be knocking around a bit. Materials. Not able to make the overtake. Where is Pirello? 3 seconds. So Pirello's leading Schmie's 3 seconds currently. Pirello still setting.
The pit window is closing down.
So Pirello P1 leading Schmie's P3. Or P2 by 3 seconds. Schmie's leading Lopp 6 seconds. Lopp has a ton of gap between him and Indian and Lewis, 2/10 between the two of them. Up the main straight, Lewis gapping faster and faster on the inside. That's it. That's where you want to be for this overtake. And Indian's gonna have to back off. Lewis made the move stick. He really did. That was a bit of a good rip up the line there. Lewis has made his way up to P4. Let's see if we can keep ahead of Indian. Following behind is one thing. Making an overtake is another. But you don't have your reference point from before, or you're just driving off track markers instead of another car. So we'll see if Indian can bounce back and try to put a little bit of pressure on Lewis now. Seen a lot of people make unforced errors in this race. It's getting dark. It's quite dark now. Still 20 minutes left to go. Let's go check on what else is going on track. Where is Hugh? I don't see Hugh. Hugh up into P13. Solid. Very solid. His teammate Thompson was up in front of him at the start of the race. Hugh, when I checked, he was P5. He's now P13. So whatever he's up to, he's doing a good job. Robinson putting pressure on the Mercedes. Bit of damage to the rear. Mercedes strong drive out of that corner. Getting blue flagged by Lewis behind. So Lewis within 1 second. It's going to be up to Robinson and Gordon to make let the cars past. There you go. That's a bit of forcing having to happen, and Pete Robinson going into the wall. unfortunately going to pick up a lot of damage there. Unfortunately. Unfortunate time to get caught by some of the lap. Oh, and there we go. There's Thorndon making a big mistake. And there's a collision behind. It's a way to get off track for sure. To pits to take that damage. It's a lot of damage. There's Leppinen, P11 now. He's going to have to fight for that P10. He's losing. Lost the position to Medeiros. He's losing to speed. Pits, Susan pits, Doherty in pits, Van Dorp being collected in that tragedy. Keane, Weisner, Baggins, Bernard, Ello, still leading 7 seconds. Schmies lost 3 seconds that last lap, so it's not working out for him. And Lob making a bit of time up to Schmies, yeah, 3 seconds. Yeah, Schmies had a mistake somewhere. Lewis, Ingen, being able to catch up to Lewis because of those blue flags. Doubt for Ingen, not so much for Lewis. Obviously, Lewis not particularly happy with that situation. That's just where she goes. Robinson, P14 behind. Go check the damage on the front of his car to see how bad that contact was. It hits the right hand corner, and it's okay. It's scuffed. It's but it's not bouncing around. Should be okay. 2/10 behind Lewis now. Nice exit. Lewis. Fast exit. Nice. I don't know what the rules are. There's some series let the drivers go all the way to the wall. I would argue not particularly doesn't match the white lines rule too well, man, what the hell's going on here? Lewis so slow through that middle section, just absolutely rocket through there. You have to back out really heavily to avoid contacting Lewis through Lewis getting a little squirrely on exit, making these mistakes. I don't know if he's just lost some pace, if he's, I don't know, if he's having an issue, maybe a cat scratched him or something. Who knows, his mom's calling him or whatever. I don't know what's going on, but Adam Lewis making 2 uncharacteristic. Well, I'll say uncharacteristic, but I'm sorry, Rob, I like you. It's kind of make mistakes sometimes. Get a little. Something happens, Sometimes it's technical difficulties. Sometimes it's the technical difficulties in between steering wheel and seat. It looks like it hasn't cost Lewis too much. Lewis able to gap a little bit now. Keeping in behind half a second. There's a tidy through there. Lewis. 1/10. He's made 1/10 up on that lap. May not work out for him here. All kind of a bit tidier through this section again. An okay exit through here. Let's see if we can get enough draft and pace up the hill. And looking at the time sheet, it looks like Lewis is going to keep the position at least into this corner here. Can't see the gaps between the drivers there. Perhaps. So let's look and see if we've got anything interesting going on track. It looks like something up in front, maybe? I don't know. I don't think so. Lob is making a bit of time onto Schmies. Looking good for Lob. Schmies maybe has flipped his tires a bit. This is second almost. 9/10 that last lap Lob was made up on Schmies. He's 4/10 down on his best lap. Or his last lap is. Trello, 9 seconds. Yeah. Trello's just gapping nicely. It's got a bit of time to work with there. Schmee's 45.5. Well, 45.8. Yeah, so let's just keep it together. Let's go check in with Lewis and Ingen, 2/10 behind. Nice exit there. Exit over the curves. He's just carrying a lot more speed for him. I don't know if that's allowed. Maybe something that you get the warning for. So it's definitely a bit slow. Carrying a lot more speed in this whole section. This may have some issues with balance. Looks like this car isn't turning. Isn't turning as well. The fronts are starting to burn out or something. Both cars using that whole width of the track. There's a little bit of pavement off the white line there that you can use to extend the corner a bit. Stretch. Yeah, and there's a bit of space between Lewis and Ingen here. Cabrera just sitting in pits. Holding that 9-second gap to Schmee's. Schmee's cruising around 45.8, 45.8, hop. Not much happening between these two drivers. That's all the races happening between Lewis and Ingen. Catching up to Hugh up in front here. It's probably going to be blue flags again. It's going to make or break the difference here. Lewis, pretty tidy through there. Still losing a bit of time to Ingen for that section. Carrying a lot more speed through that whole second sector, essentially. Into the shooting and getting inside, cutting that part of it. There's the blue flags for Messenger. Messenger's gonna get them. He's going to move to the side here. Messenger's really good at yeah, there you go. Messenger backing off right away. Giving the two drivers space to play around with. Really deep into the brakes. Lewis isn't comfortable turning in. Yeah, I think his tires are starting to burn out, so Ingen's smart. So take a couple moments, set up a bit of an exit, and he backs it off a bit. Unfortunately, getting a little square out through turn number 9. He's gonna have to get 2 laps to catch up again. Up in front, going to probably get caught up on that back straight. Hopefully Kerbal backs out and doesn't cause a big pile up somewhere. Doesn't have any issues as far as I'm aware, so she should be. I'm expecting Kerbal to back off nicely. Yeah, I haven't seen him do anything fishy yet, so can't really complain to him. Yeah, there you go. There's the blue flags. It's a bit sketchy there, but you know. It's a really fast section, so it's kind of tough to work with. Lewis Ingen, whole second back. He lost that on his own. You can see through that sector alone, there's 3/10 and he's picking up Lewis. running a lot less downforce. Could be the other thing. Lewis either has some downforce issues or running less wing, so he's a bit leerier for those high speed corners. Welcome, party of 4. Got 8 minutes left in the race here. We're watching Lewis and Ingen fight. We've been fighting for the last, I don't know, probably 10-15 minutes or so. Probably even longer than that. And keeps making attempts. He's just unable to make the overtake stick. It is a pretty tough track to overtake on. Not that it's impossible to make an overtake. It's just easy to. It's good to defend. It's good to attack. It's a good driver's track, I would say. Just getting a nice exit through there, and you're having to back off a bit. So not too confident on the gas on the exit there, riding the curve a little bit. You can see Lewis is a lot faster through this long straight section. So yeah, I'm thinking there's a bit of wing difference between the two of them. Yeah, you get blue flag hell. Yeah, I don't usually get blue flags. I play iRacing, so I'm usually paired with drivers of my own skill level, so I'm not particularly familiar with the blue flag being blue flags. But yeah, it can be pretty tough with traffic for sure. Like, a lot of these corners are very momentum based, so yeah, if you get caught up in a blue flag, then you just kill your pace essentially. Yeah, so I can imagine that if you're getting lapped, it's pretty tough. Catching people when you're lapping, sure, it's frustrating, but usually it's okay. Kill my, yeah, pretty much. So there we go, Lewis, Ingen, T11, and carrying a lot more speed through the corner, right behind Lewis. There's nowhere for Ingen to make an overtake. Lewis is just covering off all those entries, and there is a drive-through for Paul Thompson, unfortunately. He's probably coming in to serve that. Looks like he is. And they're going to come through T3 over the hill. Left, all the way to the outside, minimize that corner. Kind of taking the middle line through there. I would have expected people to be hugging that corner line, but it's a bit slow that way. And Lewis is just gapping them, yeah, so he's got a lot more top speed. I bet you it's thinking about a different wing. Just watch Ingen just come in. He's 2 tenths behind in one corner. He's picking up 2 tenths. He's able to brake so late. He's got so much more control through this section here. Robinson Messenger battle. That's interesting. Oh, half a second behind, and actually they're pretty close to each other, so that's good to see. Lewis, Ingen right behind P5. Quinn, wait, hold on. And this entire time, Quinby has been slowly catching these two. It's now 1 second behind with 5 minutes left to go. 4.5 minutes left to go, actually. Robinson getting... It's not gonna help his battle. Back up to the front here. Got Ingen and Lewis catching Baggins. Baggins kind of getting in the way. Quinby's now right behind. Now it's a three-way battle for P4. There's a battle going on there. Lee and Van Dorp. This is the most interesting battle going on right now. Schmid's made a second up in that last couple laps. He just needs to hold on. He does a bad exit through there, and Ingen has a bit more speed coming through. He doesn't have the top speed on Lewis, but if he can make it to the inside, I don't think Lewis is going to fall for that dummy. Lewis knows that he needs to hold that inside. He knows that he has the speed on Ingen. I'm gonna have to get crafty here. I think tough. It's really fast through here, so he has to make some sort of like send into one of these deep braking zones. Just unable to set it up. That's Quinby side by side with Ingen. Ingen having a bad exit. Quinby's gonna make it past. Into P5. It's not going to work out. It's gonna be very frustrating for the Porsche driver there. Way back up into passenger's rear view mirror. 3/10 behind. 1 minute left to go. That's it. 1.5 laps. Robinson, good exit through there. Robinson's got the tactical mind. He'll get the nice exit out of here. Nice battles going on. Indeed, there are. Yeah. Robinson, right, the Aston's just so much faster. I don't think the McLaren has the speed to catch Messenger on these straights, and I don't think Robinson has the pace advantage to make an attempt through an exit or into entry. I don't know. Like, I don't really know where he was going to be able to leave the door open. Quite a few faster drivers who have knowledge that Hugh is very tough to overtake. Let's see what's going on up here. Lee and Van Dorp still battling.
The leader has finished the race.
Oh, and there's the finish or whatever. That's Pirello making P1. Schmies P2. Benlock P3. Let's go and look. Lewis is going to be able to gap away. P4. He doesn't make a mistake in this last corner here. That's his P4. Ah, there you go. Good job. Could be P5. Ingen. P6. Unfortunately, losing out on that last moment. Max taking a little bit too much exit there, crashing into the wall. But he'll finish P8. Korzik. Thijs Korzik P8. Max P7. Korzik P8. Messenger, side by side with Robinson, but Messenger P13, Robinson P14, Baggins P23, Incredible 28. Ali at door 25. Petrushka, I think that's 21. Gorzilik, other. Oh, that's all fucked. It's all messed up. I have no idea. Still a few drivers finishing up here. And Kimo Lepinen going to finish in P11. Unfortunate for him. That's such a great finish. Such a great start, I should say. Terrible finish. Marcus Grizzly also with a stop go 32nd. Is going to finish in P12. Trump P17. I think there's a couple more people finishing off the track, and that is Eisner, who has now finished the race. And that is everybody. So let's go and quickly look at the timetable. So Pirello finishing off the race in P1. Well done, Pirello. It was a tough race. You were pretty sketchy on the tires, but you know, you made it work, and you didn't make any major mistakes, just the tiny little ones that weren't able to overtake. But you stuck to the front, and as soon as you had fresh air, clean air, you just dusted everybody. Schmies, very well done for him, up into P2 from I think P5. It's a great race for him. Fighting for the lead for half the race, so great to see that. Ben Lop, well done, P3. I don't know if that is your highest finish yet, and I know it's Schmies' best finish, as I'm aware. Pirello's second win. I'm going to just look at the standings here. Yeah, so that's Pirello's second win. Schmies' best finish, P2, and Quimby. It's probably Quimby's best finish. Lop's best finish. Yep, Lop. That's his first podium. Well done. Ingyan P6, Max P7. Unfortunate for him, just didn't have the pace. I think he made a mistake early on in the race, and just there's Lop doing. I think that's Lop doing donuts. Well-deserved donuts. Lop, keep it up. So Matthias Gorzilik finishing in front of his brother, I believe, Marcus Gorzilik. Fortunate for Marcus, had some mistakes somewhere, so we can maybe look through the replays to see what's going on there. Pisani P9, Medeiros finishing off that top 10 in that Ferrari. Well done to Medeiros for that. Lepinen, that's all I got for you, man. I'm sorry. That Honda finishing in P11, Marcus Gorzilik P12. Hugh, well done, P13, great finish from you. Considering that you started in P33. 20 places. Well done. Well done. That's all I can really say. 20 places up into P13. Robinson P14, Gorko 15, Errol 16, Trump 17, Weisner 18, 19 for Tiki and Petrushka in 20. Notable names that have disconnected and not finished the race: Malinen, Schlager, Butzma, Sus, Cabrera, Savla, and Lorenzetti, Langarak, Prander, and Shepard all have essentially retired the cars before the finish. It's unfortunate, but it's just the way she goes, I guess. So congratulations to those winners. Let's go and check out what happened at the start. So here is okay. So I see Petrushka getting bounced around here. Is that what I think it is? Is that Anil's getting too late on the brakes? Yep, way too late on the brakes. And there's more. Okay, so So Nils bumps. What's 1, 2? Yeah, there's that contact going on. So those two crash out. 3, 4. P29, where are you? Weisner, okay. This is why we hold the brakes. You don't have to slam full brakes, but you need to stop, essentially. It's just a heads up for those who are watching. Alright, let's go back and let's see what happens behind. I think it was in Lamborghini here. Blaming anything. Oh, this is so slams, brakes. Oh, they're all checked up. Hold on, did I see this right? Thompson just aborts. He was really late. Yeah. abort. Oh no! Oh mate, did I see this right? Oh god, what's going on? Okay. Oh man, oh no, oh my goodness. Okay, that happened. Shepard comes around. Boop. Oh my god. Yeah, alright. He held his brakes, so that's okay. Who else do we shame? Who's this over here? This is not Korko. Hello, Hugh.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, I'm currently going through the start.
Yeah, all race long I was worried that might have been my fault because I hit the guy in front of me. But
there's a lot going on.
Yeah, and I looked, and of course I couldn't see the clusterfuck unfolding in front of me, and the guy in front of me, two guys in front of me, checks up. The guy in front of me runs into the back of him, so that's it causes a kind of brick wall effect, and I clout the back of him. So, I mean, yeah, it's always your fault when you run into the back of somebody, but at least I didn't cause that whole clusterfuck to stop. The whole race, I was going, oh my god, please, not me.
Yeah, you can't see anything. Oh my, like, this is just, there's so much going on.
This is one of those races I should have made people do some practice starts, because Watkins T1 is so often like that. But I went from, I think, 28th to 13th, so...
Who's in this red Ferrari? 205. It looks like he just got kept going here. It's okay, that happens. Full on stopped. Okay, I can't really blame it on him. He kind of just Crass took him on for a ride. Full on brakes, full on brakes.
Can we blame Nils this time?
Yeah, you can blame. You can blame 3 people. You can blame Nils. You can blame. I think it's Van Dorp, and you can blame you. There's 3 people. You did contribute. Just
yeah, I know I contributed, but
you didn't start the first one. You started the 3rd one. You just exasperated the whole thing.
yeah.
You know, so it's not like 100. Like you can't be like, oh, if Hugh didn't do it, no one else would get crashed.
Yeah.
Out, you know?
Oh, I'm going to report myself, and I deserve a penalty. But you know, I can see why I hit him because he hit the guy in front, which of course slowed him up much faster than if he'd just been braking.
Door fully on brakes. Essentially does okay. There's a Porsche. It's a Keen. I want to see how he drives through this whole situation. Slow.
If you watch me, I do a huge lift before
Yeah.
and yeah, I was trying my best, but I'd lifted so much that people were starting to pass me, so I got worried that I was going to go and run into the back box.
Other than just like the initial contacts with things, like all of the things that exasperated the whole issue, like nothing I've seen has been like, oh, you know, this guy, he didn't hold, like one person didn't hold their brakes, essentially. But most people, like, they held their brakes, they checked up, and they just, like, because it's such a cluster, like 3 incidents happened all at once instead of just. If it was just one incident, I don't think this would be a whole issue. But if the 3 altogether, you know, it was just too much for everybody.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna go stretch my legs and then I'll come and self-report again.
Yeah.
I said you're doing that a lot this season, but
other than Weisner just completely letting go of the brakes and just like coasting. Like I know there's a car in front of him, but the car in front of him doesn't have like what else did I'm just okay. So like Weisner kind of made it worse as well by just not holding the brakes. So he just like collects a bunch of other people by rolling back. Pushes Gorkow, gets pushed. Like Seuss as well. This guy's just trying to go. Yeah.
then there's another one. There's
It's just so much shit going on. Oh my, like I don't think race end. He's fully on the brakes, goes onto the thing, gets onto the tarmac, doesn't know he's an issue, gets punted, and like I don't think he can react fast enough to stop everything. Seuss, I don't know, man. Gets into the brake here. Brakes. Okay, cool. Turning in to where the car is. I don't this is a bit of suspect driving there. And then there was a car, Gorko. This guy gets sent up facing into pit lane. So does he? That sucks, man. Oh, well. There you go. Marcus scores like at some point loses a bunch of time. Comes into pits here. Nope, that's not. Comes Does he cross pit exit or something?
I'm not even sure. Does this game even penalise crossing pit exit line?
I don't think so.
But I think it should be something that is protestable.
Oh,
if somebody...
okay, hold on. I think I have. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So that sucks. Gorzalik lost to P3 because he accelerated slightly too fast. Oof. That sucks. 30-second stop and go sucks. Lepanin comes into pits. Lepanin did some mistakes. Yeah, it was into. Oh, what? What? I don't understand this. The car just gets loose. Well, like, I don't. why does the car get loose? Too fast? Yeah, but like, I don't know. It wasn't that much. Not that fast. Oh no, he's coming into. He's just in too early. That's what. I think he just like came in a little, like not too fast, but like cuts in. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's just like comes in, turns the wheel the other direction because he's trying to kind of make his way out. Trail braking in too hard, granny shifting. Yeah, he turns in too side brake, gets the rear's a little light. Yeah, that sucks. Alright, anything else of note? I can't remember if there's anything else that was interesting. There was a lap one. Here, this stuff happens somewhere. So that's not Pisani, it's not Lop, not Quinby. It's a 2-something Pranner. Alright, here we go. Fight with P1, amazing. That was so much fun. My throat is sore for that entire commentary. Just constantly talking about the whole fight there. Oh, yeah, there we go.
I was just watching my other couple of little incidents.
Ooh, okay, there we go. That's so it's Schmies on Schlager.
Yeah, Pierre was a little salty in chatting game at the end of the race. What happened to him? He was bitching about driving standards, which, fair enough.
Wait, where'd my replay go? Oh, well, my replay's done. The game is finished. Alright, sorry everybody. I thought we were going to be watching more of the replays, but the server reset or died or whatever, so I don't have the replays anymore. Sorry for that. I wanted to watch that. Server said goodbye. Server said goodbye for sure. Alright, everybody. Yeah, thank you for joining us for this race. The next race is where? Suzuka, I think. Another phenomenal track. It should be a lot of fun to watch. It's another track that I'm familiar with, so I should be able to do a little bit more functional commentary than the last few races, where I'm kind of just like guessing based off of like maybe historical things. Seuss is wondering, is the next race a night race, Hugh?
No, we only did this one as a night race because we think Watkins Glen looks pretty at night.
So yeah, there you go. You heard it here first, everybody. The Glen is the only night race. Suzuka should be in the day. So prepare for front left or in front right cooking off in sector 2 there, or I guess the end of sector 1, I should say. Yeah, have fun. For those who want to support ACRL, not even me, but just like ACRL specifically, but for servers, for hosting the races, for hosting, the website, and all that different stuff. We do have a donation link. Just follow it. Either I think it's on the website. It's definitely on Discord as well. There you go. Thank you, GDG Dex, for posting that. If you want to support us and you want to keep seeing these races and things, I will continue to do broadcasting for at least the ACC races, as long as people are willing to watch them and support us. Yeah, it's all volunteer based, so no one's pulling a paycheck from this. It's literally just to make sure everything runs. Yeah. Other than that, for those who are watching this and want to report incidents, please read the reporting incident guidelines. There are strict rules for that sort of thing. If we're missing one input or if we're missing one clip, we'll just rule insufficient evidence. The stewards also have lives. Again, we're volunteer based, so if we're not paid, we're not going to do the work for you. We'll do essentially what is needed, and that's it. And other than that, I don't know, is there anything you wanted to say, Hugh, while you're here?
Nope, that's it. Donation link is under the resources menu on the top of the website.
All right, so wonderful. In that case, I'm going to play us out. Have a good Sunday, everybody. For all those Canadians, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your Monday off. For the rest of the world, go fuck yourself or something. I don't know. Yes. Take care, everyone.
Bye.